Hey guys, I'm Joe. Thank you for tuning in to Dinsmore Outdoors. So a lot of people have been asking me about an update on Steve. How's Steve doing? We see him around in the videos from time to time, but what's he been up to and how big's he getting and things like that. And definitely we would love to see a live feeding, especially SC Fish Keeping. Every time I comment on one of his videos, he's like, so feeding video, Suwanne bass, how about it? So those of you who are just now tuning in or are new to the channel, this is my pet Suwanne bass, Steve, short for Stephen Foster. If you guys know who Stephen Foster is, you'll get that reference. And plus where Steve came from. There's even a video I got where I caught Steve. You guys can go back and check that out, or I might try to leave it here at the end of the video. You can see the day that I caught him. We fished the Suwanne River and we fished the Santa Fe. Steve came out of those rivers. That was his home territory, and now this is his new home. It's my 125-gallon tank, if you're wondering how big this is. And today we're going to be doing a live feeding. We're going to be feeding the minnows because sadly the place I go to is all out of shiners. That's usually what I feed him, is shiners, and then I'll set traps for crawfish. Crawfish is his absolute favorite thing to eat. They're the favorite food of Suwanne bass. I just have been lazy and haven't set the trap here lately. So we're just going to give him some minnows. That's better than nothing. I'm sure he's hungry. He hasn't eaten in about a week. I pretty much, when I feed him, I'll put in 2 dozen, 3 dozen bait fish, be it shiners, minnows, whatever. And then those will disappear, and generally a couple days after that, I'll feed him again. I don't like to have fish in the tank and like binge feed him the whole time. You know, I feed him when he's hungry. I don't need Steve getting fat like me, and he doesn't need to be looking like his owner. So we're going to turn off the lights. I apologize already about the tank. He needs a bad cleaning. You'll see some algae and stuff growing on the glass. But other than that, he's in very good health. He's a lot better. He's nowhere near as skittish. When I first got him, he'll follow me around the tank. He's curious about what I'm doing when I'm in the office. But 9 times out of 10, he's in his favorite spot, hiding underneath this branch right here between the rock. That's like his safe space. He's either there or first thing in the morning when he wakes up, he has a hole dug out. I don't know if it's just because he's in this tank or all bass do this, but he has like a hole dug out by the intake over here, and he'll lay on the bottom, and that's where he sleeps. And I know he's sleeping because his color will get pale, and he doesn't move. He's just sitting there breathing on the bottom. But when he's awake, he's over here and moving about the tank. He used to have tank mates. If you didn't know, he had bluegills, but apparently there wasn't enough room for him and the bluegills. Steve's a big bully, and he bullied them around. So I had to get rid of bluegills and put them out in the pond. We had a red breast in there too. Put them out maybe later when I add some big driftwood in here and places for a hide. I might add a catfish in there later. But I really like my eelgrass I got growing in here. If you guys remember the whole fiasco of me having to go through that, I don't want to get another fish that's going to destroy it. I know bluegills will eat the grass and they'll like trim it down like a lawnmower. So I don't want that. I like for this to get big and tall like it was and just cover the whole back of the tank. And Steve likes it too. He likes to go through it, and it's a nice cover for him, and it reminds him of his natural habitat out there in the river. But he keeps looking at me like, where's the food, man? He's wanting some food. When I came in earlier with the bag, he got all excited and was front and center right here in the middle of the tank, expecting me to dump it in right then and there like I normally do, but he's a little mad at me right now because he has to wait for me to put the tank in, or for me to set everything up. I got some minnows over here in a bucket. I don't want to put them all in at one time. That way you guys only see one massive feeding, and that would make for a very short video. So we're going to drop them in a couple at a time, let them run around the tank and eat them. That way you guys are entertained, Steve gets some exercise, and some good food. But before we do all that, yes, there's a catch for live feeding. You go ahead, click that thumbs up button, smash it, go ahead and hit it so it helps me out in the algorithm. More people can see me, we can boost the channel, get this thing growing. And also go ahead and click on that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you get notified when I put videos up like feeding Steve or going fishing or reviews and things like that. And be sure to smash that bell too, that way you get notified when it happens. You're like, oh man, Joe put up another video, I wonder where this could be. Right? Alright, so enough talk. I'm going to turn all these lights off, that way there's no glare on the tank. We're going to zoom in. It's going to be kind of hard to do by myself. I don't have an assistant to follow Steve as he runs around the tank. So you're pretty much going to get an overall view of the tank, and I'm going to stand off to the side when I put these minnows in. I'm probably going to put them in over here on this side. I know you're done with me. You're like, shut the hell up, enough rambling. Let's feed a fish. With fish. Well, that's going to be it for me and Steve. Hope you guys appreciated the short little feeding video of Steve chowing down on some minnows. Zach from SC Fish Keeping, if you run across this video, man, I hope you leave a comment down in the description below this time. I know you've been wanting this to see how the Suwannee's doing. I wish there was a way I could send one up to you. Maybe I can figure out what the regulations are and see what we can do about that. For everyone else, guys, be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Every video I post, I always put the link down in the bottom. That way you can head over there and check it out and see the link. And there's a lot of times I post stuff on those places that you don't see in the videos. So definitely head over there and check them out. Spoiler alerts, that's going to play a big role in the future for you guys to be over there on the Dinsmore Outdoors Facebook page. Check it out. And also, if you're a fan of Bait Shop Talk with me and all the other local guys here in North Florida, we have a group on Facebook called Bait Shop Talk. Head over there. You can ask questions to me and Bubba and Jesse and the Sinker Guy and Alex and Austin Moon with Austin Salty Moon Fishing. You can go there and chat with us about everything. Or if you got any questions about like my tank setup or what to use to catch Suwanne bass, yeah, that's the perfect place to head over there and ask. We're more than happy to help you out with any questions that you have. So definitely, as always, guys, remember, I'm Joe. You've been watching Dinsmore Outdoors. And remember, we do more than Dinsmore. We'll see you out there. Take care. You're famous, Steve. How you like that hundreds of people, or more like dozens, get to watch you on YouTube and check out where you live. Alright, man. We'll leave you alone. He wants his privacy.